Hey guys! Welcome back to Recap Pro. In this video, I am gonna talk about the 2021 action film, Rimwood Apocalypse. As usual, there will be spoilers ahead, so take them with a grain of salt and let's get started. The movie starts with a girl named Brooke. It looks like her body is turned into a zombie and she is accompanied by her brother. We see that Brooke has special powers. She is neither a complete zombie nor a complete human. In simple words, she is a hybrid zombie. She also possesses the power to control other zombies with her mind. The virus starts spreading on the earth due to some meteoroids. Not only does the virus spread due to zombie bites, but it also spreads in the air. But, people with A negative blood group are immune to the virus spreading through the air. They can be infected with a bite. Brooke's brother has A negative blood group but his wife and children did not. So, Theory turns into zombies. He had to kill his family with his own hands as they were a threat to him and others. Brooke is not always under the control of her senses. As a result, she starts turning into a zombie. Her brother gives her some blood hoping things will get better. But it doesn't and she bites a girl. The dead girl's sister, Maxie, is standing right there. These sisters and Brooke's brother were initially on a zombie hunt together. But the girl notices that Brooke is about to turn into a zombie and tries to shoot an arrow at her. Brooke's brother is defending her and the arrow strikes him instead. He tries telling them that Brooke is not a zombie. He did not get infected by air or by a bite. Some mad scientists performed an experiment on her by injecting zombie blood into her system. This is the reason for her supernatural powers. But the sisters do not believe them and leave. In the next scene, we see a man named Reese wakes up from a bad dream and takes a yellow pill and heads out. Outside his house, we can see a lot of captured zombies. He uses these zombies to provide him with electricity and heat. We get to know that the gas emitted by these zombies from their mouths can be used as an energy resource. He uses a few zombies for physical training as well. When the zombie's blood is drained, he kills it and replaces it with another one. We also get to know that zombies are slower in the evening and faster at night. During the night, they use the gas their own gas exhaled through the mouth and become more strong and swift. Then, Reese goes out in his car and spots a man on a motorcycle. He immediately shots and the man falls down. He notices that the man is a hybrid zombie and captures him. He takes this man to an isolated area where he meets up with a bunch of doctors and soldiers. These doctors are collecting hybrid zombies' blood to make a vaccine for the spreading zombie virus. In return for finding them a hybrid, they give Reese a few of those yellow pills that protect him from the zombie virus. Reese helps them because he believes that the doctors are working lawfully. Reese's whole family is dead, so he believes that by helping the doctor and Colonel with vaccine creation, he is contributing something to society. Then, they show Reese's next targets. It was Maxie's sister and Brooke. They show him a photograph. Reese takes it, drops the hybrid e-bright, and leaves to find his next target. Meanwhile, Maxie and her sister are in a car and Maxie is driving. Slowly, her sister starts turning into a zombie but Maxie gives her blood and she becomes normal. Reese finds Maxie and her sister. He shoots their car and the car gets damaged. Maxie's sister comes out of the car and tries to fight with Reese but she could not succeed. He takes her along with him. Max is stuck in the car and by the time she manages to come out, she could not find her sister. Reese is in the car with the hybrid sister. He notices that she is slowly losing her mind and gives her some blood to make her human again. If that did not succeed he would have to shoot her but fortunately, she turned human. Back at the doctor's end, we see that he extracts blood out of the hybrid zombie. He uses the blood to make a serum that is an antidote and injects it into him. Then the Colonel arrives and he does the same. We got to know that both the doctor and Colonel are hybrid too and they are using the antidote to keep themselves alive. The Colonel tells the doctor to keep producing more antidotes and threatens him. Along with the antidote preparation, the doctor is up to something. He is experimenting with the zombies. We'll learn more about this later. Later, they arrive at a base, where Reese leaves Maxie's sister and returns back. During his journey, we see that the car stops as the fuel is over. Reese captures another zombie and uses its blood as fuel. Maxie enters the scene. She has been following Reese for a while now. Maxie's sister opens her eyes to find herself tied in an unknown place. She looks at the doctor whose hand starts moving involuntarily. It means that he is a normal zombie who is trying to keep himself controlled through the antidote. A hybrid zombie in the same room is trying to control the doctor and he tries his best to protect himself from the mid-control. Then, he goes to the hybrid zone that was trying to control him and kills it. He uses its blood to make more antidotes and uses it on himself. As Reese returns home, he finds a swarm of zombies. In order to avoid them, he turns on the lights. As we know, the zombies do not function well under the light. Light scares them off and weakens their powers. The lights are incredibly bright, which cause the zombies to flee. He keeps a lot of medicines in his pocket before going to sleep. He turns on the music and there is a lady singing. He gets emotional listening to the song. Looks like one of his family members sang that song. Suddenly, in the middle of the night, the lights were off and the zombies started making noises. Reese wakes up as if this is unusual. He goes downstairs and turns on the lights. When he comes back, he finds Maxie pointing a gun at him. She asks him to take her to her sister. He agrees and asks her to get in the car and drive. Then, he knocks her off and ties and takes her to the doctor. He is about to leave Maxie there and leave, but he begins to have a harsh conversation with the colonial. It ends in a fight. He kills the colonel and injures the other soldiers, takes Maxie, and starts driving again. On their way home, they are attacked by the colonial and his soldiers. Reese gets unconscious. When he wakes up, he finds himself tied to a tree. Colonial is standing in front of Ree and he starts talking to Reese about his brother. He says that his brother was a very loyal and brave soldier. He says that Reese is neither a good soldier nor a good human. They leave Reese for the zombie meal. The zombies start fighting with each other to get their meal. As they keep getting close, Reese tries his best to stay safe. But just when Reese is about to bet a bit, all the zombies freeze. These zombies are now under the control of the hybrid, Brooke. She reaches there along with her brother and Maxie. They help Reese at that moment, but later they tie him up and start questioning him about Maxie's sister. He finally makes a confession that he is a soldier and he has a deal with the doctor. He finds hybrid zombies and delivers them to the doctor so that he can make vaccines for this virus. Then he leads them to the base where he left off Maxie's sister. During the whole thing, they have uncomfortable energy between them as Reese's brother was killed by Brooke and her brother. Brooke says that Reese's brother had to die and he deserved it. Zombies are undergoing an experiment when they reach the base. They see the skeletons and decomposing bodies on one side and the yellow pills that he takes on the other side. He quickly realizes that this is going on illegally and gets outraged as he did not know the whole truth. They also realize that the doctor was also a zombie all along and he had been using the hybrids to make medicine for himself. Then he uses the remaining body parts to make the yellow pills that Reese has been taking. Reese shoots the doctor's assistant with uncontrollable rage. Then they go to the other side of the base to rescue Maxie's sister who is kept as a prisoner there. They set a trap and act like they are trying to capture Brooke, but in reality, they are trying to help Maxie's sister escape. Therefore, when the soldiers come out, Brooke shoots them all with the help of her zombies. She ties bombs to the zombies and sends them into the base. As the bomb explodes, many soldiers die along with them. They use this as an opportunity and enter the other base along with the controlled zombies. As they enter the base, the door closes automatically and we can see that the doctor created a terrifying cyborg zombie that he can control. This is the experiment he has been performing all along. Brooke sends in the zombies to fight the cyborg zombie, but they do not stand a chance against the cyborg zombie. It is so powerful that it ends them all one by one. Then the cyborg zombie goes after Brooke. Even Brooke cannot stand against the powerful cyborg zombie. She tries hard to defend herself, but the cyborg zombie injures her badly. Just as the cyborg zombie was about to kill Brooke, Maxie's sister, who was tied up there in a corner, and starts controlling the doctor. As we know that Maxie's sister is a hybrid zombie and the doctor is just a normal one, she is able to control him. She saves Brooke by making the cyborg zombie hurt itself with the help of the doctor. But the doctor takes control again and gives Maxie's sister a shock. On the other hand, it appears that Brooke is about to assault the cyborg zombie. But the doctor gains control over the cyborg zombie and attacks Brooke again. But this time, Brooke stands strong and manages to give an electric shock to the cyborg zombie and kills him. Meanwhile, Reese and Brooke's brother are fighting the colonial. But it seems like colonial is stronger than both of them and is injuring them continually. But they do not give up and fight with bravery. Soon, Maxie reaches the spot and kills the colonel, and saves Reese and Brooke's brother. Unfortunately, Brooke starts turning into a zombie. This is the perfect example of the wrong thing at the wrong time. She loses control over herself and tries to attack Maxie. But Maxie protects herself by locking herself inside a cage. There she finds the blood that will help keep Brooke in her senses. She throws the blood on Brock's face and she starts getting normal. But she manages to bite her brother in the meantime. In the next scene, the doctor emerges from the base and takes Maxie's sister along with him, and leaves. He activates the base's auto blast mode. Then the base closes in all directions and they are stuck inside with a time limit of 30 seconds before the base gets destroyed. They realize that all of them are about to die. They realize that there might be a way to save at least a few of them. They try to fly outside as the doctor did. They fuel the machine with the help of Brooke and her brother's blood. As a result, Reese and Max got to leave the place safely. Both the brother and sister offer to sacrifice themselves for the greater good. Then the base blows up. The doctor goes outside and tries to inject himself with Maxie's sister's blood to turn himself into a hybrid zombie. The soldiers standing outside realize what is about to do and they try to stop him, but their attempts fail as he kills the soldiers. Reese and Maxie try to find the doctor and finally reach the location. Maxie gets emotional looking at her sister's state. By that time, the doctor successfully injected himself with Maxie's sister's blood and turned into a hybrid zombie. Reese and the doctor get in a fight. The doctor is way stronger than Reese and fights him easily. He also says that he wants to eat Reese's brain just like a typical zombie. Meanwhile, Maxie's sister wakes up and picks up her strength and attacks the doctor and starts attacking him and he dies. He tries to attack Reese but ends up taking the blood and becomes sane. Reese then shoots the doctor and is about to shoot himself as he realizes he is about to turn into a zombie. But Max's sister offers him a yellow pill and all is well now. At the end of the movie, we see that Brooke and her brother survive the blast and come out of the base. That's all for today's video and thanks for watching it. If you liked it, make sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Also, let me know in the comments below which movie you want me to cover in the next video. Until next time, take care and stay tuned.